Hello everyone, Lee here and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of The Forest, another episode of Survive the Crazy Island Simulator. Um, so, last time we were kind of mostly just sort of preparing our first big base. Probably going to be doing a wee bit more of that for this one. Although I do hope to kind of explore a wee bit as well, that would be nice because I have spent a lot of time hanging around this one bit, which, whilst interesting and cool, isn't really what I'm playing the game for, you know. We should really be trying to do a wee bit more sort of exploration and adventure. So, was that a rock? Yeah, fair enough. Right, okay, so we'll keep the bow equipped actually, because I don't know, whenever I run into things, I think the bow is by far the thing I'm probably the best at using. Um, so we've still got a wee bit of things to do. So we've got the in fact that's the first thing I need to do. Actually, I realised after I started off this, um, after I started off those stairs that that particular arrangement isn't actually going to work. So we can. What have I done with this door? Really? Right. Yeah. Come on, Lee, can we figure out how to use the door? Really? Right. I don't know. I think I've messed up this whole thing, really, to be honest. I don't think I've actually done a great job of sort of designing this thing. That's really annoying. Why? Um, let's not hit a. Let's. Sure, there must be a way of doing this. Right. This is the this is the kind of idiotic thing. This is a kind of idiotic situation that only I could run into in a game, you know. So that's made a very engaging first 5 minutes of the video. Right, okay, so let's go over here, add our sticks to this, and then at least we've done something, you know. So, ah, I'm such a dumbass. Right, so the symbol was basically telling you what you wanted to do, not what it already was doing. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm just such a dumbass, man. Really. Like, right, so, right, we need stairs. Right, so, uh, let's sort of start off. Try to figure out exactly what these actually. So, start these off about there. Oh, and then you get like a platform as well. That's quite cool. So, oh, so this lets you build like a whole like floor, really. That's kind of cool. Like that. Um, don't know if that was a wee bit was not really the best, is it? Right, let's forget that. Right, okay. Right, let's start that again. Jeez. Right. Um, right. Surely there must be a better way of doing this. Right, so if we start it there. And then let's try and start it with that. Let's see. I don't know, I'm just not very good at this, am I? So I don't actually need that whole bit, that's the thing. Right. Okay. What about if I do it over here? Is that maybe be a wee bit better that way? Although I actually think the whole thing actually looks a wee bit wonky, to be honest. Yeah, I've not done a great job, and I'm not a great architect, as it turns out. Right, so it's not really stairs though, is it? Right. Do you know what? I'm gonna come back to this. Right, let's get our armour holder sorted out at least. And let's shut our door so that things don't come in. Right. So we'll go and get our armour holder sorted out. Well, certainly it makes sense to maybe try and get some armour to hold in it. So I think I've got like 7 bits of armour already right now, so um so and that's me getting enough sticks. Right, might as well. I don't know, should we maybe get some logs? In fact, first things first, right? Sorry, I'm not being very organised here, am I? That's the thing. Right, let's get our bow out. We're going to do a wee bit of bow fishing, as it turns out. Which maybe not actually goes well as I might imagine. Right, okay, we've got enough, so we don't need to go crazy. Do we still have a pot? Actually, do we? Yeah, we do. Right, so we'll get some water from the pot. And I think we should have enough for a wee fire. If we don't already have a fire up here, that is. Although we're going to be running pretty low in energy pretty soon if we don't quickly get something to eat and drink. Leave the... I feel that that fire might go out pretty soon, so leave that for just now. In fact, I think I maybe build another one. So get that lit, and then we'll get our fish in the fire. What just happened there? Why did it just kind of like throw my pot off? Um, right. That's not the best. Right, okay. Better put this away. Right. At least we can maybe get our fish. Yeah, there we go. Then we need to go back and get more water. Well, at the very least, we've got the beginnings of like a cabin, so I guess that's one positive that we have going for us. Done it fast. So let's get that. Is that another fish? Okay, let's give it a go, I guess. I don't even know what I actually put in there, but I trust it to be useful. Love how the flames like are clipping through the pot. I don't know, the thing is with this game, it actually doesn't seem to have a lot of like, I wouldn't say it's got a lot of like technical glitches in that, it's actually pretty. There we go, right, so that's us hydrated, right, so we can put that away and we can get on with doing some stuff. So that's our, we're fully watered, we're fully fed. Let's go and have another crack at this. These stairs. That's really what I would like to focus on, is really kind of building out this area. I don't know, I guess there's like a temptation to kind of rush towards the end of the game, but to be honest, I'm quite enjoying just messing about, you know. I actually think that's what most of this game is just sort of taking it easy and just running about, you know. Right, so we've got our sticks. Does have a way of making you paranoid, this game though. All the wee kind of noises and creaks and all of that, you know. Right. That is just typical, isn't it? Jeez. I need one stick. Can we knock one of these down and get one stick? Yeah, we can. Two sticks even. Being generous. Right. So we can put our number on that. Is that everything? Take it that's about as much as we can put on, yeah, so there we go, that's lovely. It's a lovely looking character there. It's a bit like, I don't know, I used to play this game in the PSP and it was like kind of cartoon skeleton sort of stuff, and it looks a wee bit like that, actually. I don't know. Anyway, let's revisit this a wee bit. Right. So, wonder if I'd be better, sort of. What was that? Right, so yeah, that's what we're going. Right. Well, the only thing about that is that's covering the entire. If we don't actually want. I do hole cutter. Right. So if we. So let's see the floor again. Where's the floor? So if we put a floor up, right, and then get the hole cutter. No, we don't want to cut that, do we? Or do you need to build it and then cut the hole? I don't know. I guess it's like you could do it. No, it's like a different thing, isn't it? Right. So I wonder if we. Nah, we'll just forget that. Right. So I guess we're just going to build a very generic roof. Right, so. Could even cut maybe like a window or something, couldn't we? So, well, I do want to make like an upstairs eventually. That would be rather nice. But for the time being, we will. Really, really. And there was me wanting to make a video literally talking through how to do this. And I don't have a damn clue how to do it myself, right? Right. No, like, I'm actually wary even pressing buttons here, you know that? Right. Why is it extending across the whole thing? Right. I've just completely negated the advantage I have had 2 minutes ago. In that. Right. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Right. Okay. So we've got a giant hole in our structure now, which is absolutely great. Could we try? Couldn't we just do this one bit? Right. Okay. Right. Well, that was rather stupid, wasn't it? Right. I guess it's go back to the boat time, which normally wouldn't be, because normally we would have a building that didn't have a hole in it. So, but unfortunately, some idiot tore down an entire wall with a building. So, that idiot being me, of course. So we need to go back to the boat. Right. Some cannibals kicking about over there. I think it might be. They're the fast ones as well. Right, okay. Not going over there. But thankfully, we have a boat, which is nice. Well, I do have a cabin over there as well, don't I? Yeah. I don't know, I've got small bases kind of dotted all over the place. But I was trying to do my first big base, this one, although it is taking a while. So, right. What have we got over there actually? I don't know, I doubt I'm gonna... I doubt it'd be a good idea to go over there in the dark, so... We shall sleep. And... I guess we're gonna save, because... Sure got a lot done that day. But... But yeah, I'm going to get to grips with the crafting system a little bit more. Especially like the buildings and that, you know. I am not exactly the best at that, it appears. Let's craft a wee spear, actually, if we can. What was that? That's a torch. I've got one stick and I've got one upgraded stick. Right, okay. So... what's the other sticks? Let's... make a wee spear. So we can catch our dinner if we can see it. Yeah, I don't know, we don't actually have as much time in days as we'd maybe like to think. I don't know, maybe like 15 minutes a day. Something like that. So I don't feel that we were out that long there. Right. Leave him alone. There we go. A wee fish. And we'll like that as well. Right, let's have a look at this whole whole situation. That's embarrassing, man. Right, okay. Right. Okay, I've got an idea. Right, so what I will do is make a wall with window. Right, that maybe no be a bad idea. So if we can sort of do it there maybe. And then do another sort of basic wall there. Would that work? I don't know if that's gonna work. It's gonna probably look like crap, but it'll do the job. So time to go and gather some more logs. Right, I'm gonna try and speed this up just a little bit because and our eardrums are blown out. And there's some things, some nice things over there. I'm sure they'll be over here momentarily, as they do. Go away. Get out of here. Yeah. I'm sure they'll be back. In fact, you can probably guarantee they'll be back. I guess I better go to the water there. Wash some of this off. There we go. Yep. Well, gathering a fair resupply now. Let's get a wee fire going down here just so that we're... Nah, we'll go up here. A wee bit annoying going back and forth, but should be okay. There we go. Yeah, a lot of this game is really just resource gathering, isn't it? It's just kind of getting on with your day, really. Okay, got a load of bones. Right, so we can grab some more. Pretty soon we're going to need another armor rack at this rate. So but that's what we want. I mean, we want to get a kind of like get our logistics going, you know, before we go back into the caves. Continue to look for signs of Timothy. Right. And to do that, we really need a base, so that's kind of why I'm doing this just now. So I'm gonna have one more dynamite. We may as well use it because there isn't a whole lot that one more dynamite's gonna get us. So definitely a lot more efficient than using the axe. Although not ideal either, because dynamite's very useful for other things as well, but it is what it is. Right. So we'll try and might actually get this done pretty soon. Right. Did that guy just drop dead over there? What the hell? Like, what's going on? Like, the name as well. Right. Okay. So that explains what happened the last time then. So apparently they come over here and they just drop dead for whatever reason. Okay. Makes a whole lot of sense. We may need some sticks. Everything seems to just feed into different things in this game, so it's like you need logs, but then you need sticks to build log holders, and you need sticks to make fires, so that you can get the bone armor. Then to get the bone armor, you need to fight, so you need sticks to build weapons. And a lot of it is just sort of resource gathering, which I enjoy. Like I enjoy it, but I'm not sure it makes the most exciting viewing in the world. But can we sort of chop this up? Nah, it was worth a go. Is that a shark? Okay. Yeah. I don't know what I need that for. But okay. Slightly unsettling. Right. So let's get a wee fire going. Sorry guys, I know there's a lot of different things happening here, which is ever so slightly annoying, but seems to be par for the course with this game. The main thing is I don't really want anything to go to waste, you know. But if I've got an opportunity to gather things, then I want to do that, you know. Well, again, well, the sun's still up there a wee bit, so I should actually time it. Start getting my angles and my trigonometry and my astronomy knowledge in gear, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna fill my log carts and then get back up, put some logs in. Then I think we'll need to go back to the boat. Although I'm kind of hoping that I'm approaching the end of my having to go back to the boat days. Maybe I can figure out a way to be able to not need to do that, you know. So we've certainly toned down a fair bit of the forest, haven't we? I thought there was something round about next to my camp, but I think it might just be some sort of like game effect, I don't know. I don't really know all of the terms for this stuff, like it's really weird for all the time I've dealt with like computers and games and computers. I don't really. I've always been terrible with like terminology with a lot of things, really, to be honest. So it's 12 logs there, 12 there as well. I think so. I think these are ready to go. You've got all of that sort of crunchy sound and start wondering whether something's following you. Sun's come down a fair bit now though, so I best get some move on. And I'm sure the best thing to do would be to bring it round to the area that I'm actually going to be. Is that a fair wind? That is a fair wind, right. That's going to start jump scaring me, isn't it, when I walk out and that thing's there. Right, we might have just enough time to get our other log cart up here and hopefully maybe get some of the logs in before we head back to the boat. What is going to be a pretty tight one, I think. Well, I guess time will tell whether this has been the right strategy or not. Because I'll be gathering resources, but obviously that means that there might be different, harder enemies out there now, you know, so... Which is a bit of a pain, but... let's get in here. Try and get some of them out before we... Yeah, this could work. You know, again, my only thing is like... I really need to get like a hole in the ceiling so that I can use this effectively as like another floor. Unless I put the stairs outside. That might be a plan. Right. Anyway, regardless of all that, I'm gonna... do we have bones? Where did the bones go? Okay, they're away, so that was a waste of time. Time to get back to... I don't know, I just enjoy kind of the idea of figuring out how to build stuff across the entire like island, you know. I'm thinking the next thing, once I've kind of finished off the kind of basics of that big bit up there, is do some sort of zip line from there to the boat, and then maybe another zip line the opposite way going from there to one of the islands, and then a kind of like a houseboat at the islands, and that can take me to other places. I don't know, I've got so many like ideas. I guess we'll just see how it all pans out. So anyway, just wait till that sun goes down a wee bit and then right. And then I'm going to save it, and then I'm probably going to call it a video because that's been a wee while. So yeah, as always, hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. I know it's been fairly kind of boring, I guess, this wee bit, just because I am in that kind of stage where I'm trying to build some resources so that I can then hopefully do the rest of the game. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you'd like to see more of me play the forest, then please do subscribe. Bye all.